I can't act with a monkey. And then I got a few of them.
Who else didn't want to act in a cage?
Well, some of them
require a
started.
cage.
Yeah. Well, some of them
require a
started.
cage.
Yeah.
That there's not an obvious choice between good and evil, so she would seem like the obvious choice, but she's also got, you know, flaws as well. But I think I'm just brunette because of the books.
And everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway.
Oh, over there.
Blake Lively owes Leighton Meester an apology. Blake Lively is currently facing serious backlash amid her lawsuit with Justin Baldoni. She's under a lot of scrutiny after allegedly lying about sexual assault, hijacking Justin Baldoni's movie from him, and her very disrespectful promotion of a film that's about domestic violence while trying to promote her own hair brand. And no offense, Blake, but nobody wants their hair to look like yours. An entire thing felt incredibly tone deaf. It felt like Blake just wanted to talk about herself and her rich friends, and I'm like, okay Blake, nobody cares about you. You are not that interesting. I know you have very powerful friends, but you're not that interesting. And with all it ends with us drama, internet did what it does best and dug up some rather interesting things from Blake's past.
My best friend and I, when we were in 10th grade, we had like crazy crushes. We would drive around, like stalk these guys. We decided one night to go to the arcade where they were, and I put bronzer all over myself in a Scary Spice fro, so I thought they would think I was like a black girl. And so I could stalk them. My friend dressed up as like this goth girl, and we literally sat outside their houses.
Here she's openly admitting to doing blackface, and just the fact that she thinks that this is somehow funny is really disturbing. And of course you could argue that this video is from 2006, but 6 years later this girl had a plantation wedding, and she also lied about having Native American ancestry. She did apologize about her plantation wedding, but only after receiving backlash. And I don't know about you, but I think it speaks volumes about who she is as a person. And it looks like Blake Lively has a history of saying and doing very questionable things. When talking about Penn Badgley's casting on Gossip Girl, Lively told Glamour magazine, "At first, I was so upset that they hired them. I actually poisoned the whole cast against them. And then they noticed that he wasn't a jerk and was actually a really nice, charming person," she added. "Almost immediately, I realized that too, but it took me a week to admit it." Blake Lively is such a monster. Like, who does she think she is? Imagine working with somebody like that. And we know she did the same thing to Justin Baldoni, so this looks like some sort of a pattern. And let's not forget that she also didn't get along with Anna Kendrick. So it looks like Blake Lively is just a horrible person to work with. Ryan and Blake's suspicious timeline. For years, Reynolds and Lively claimed they were just friends after meeting on the Green Lantern set in 2010. Yet both conveniently ended their previous relationships within months of working together. Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson announced their split in December 2010 just as Green Lantern wrapped, while Blake and Penn broke up in October 2010 right in the middle of filming. And by October 2011, Reynolds and Lively were officially dating. Now, I don't know about you, but I personally don't think that this is a coincidence. And Ryan was literally married, and there were so many rumors that he was actually jealous of ScarJo's success because she was a bigger star, she was more famous, so maybe that's why he went for somebody like Blake Lively. I mean, she's kind of famous, but she's not on Scarlett Johansson's level. Also, there were so many blind items alleging that Ryan Reynolds wouldn't let Blake Lively work after they got married, and that's why she like disappeared for a couple of years. She was just having his babies, and this was his way of making sure that she wouldn't be a bigger star or make more money than him. So yeah, I also read a lot of blind items alleging that he's a very controlling guy in real life. I also find it suspicious how quickly everything moved once Reynolds was officially divorced. Ryan and Scarlett finalized their divorce in July 2011. Ryan and Blake were spotted together in October 2011, and by September 2012, they were married.
Show up on a set, I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say, but I also knew that like that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character. And sometimes I had directors or producers or writers who would welcome that and invite that once they saw that I was able to offer that. And sometimes I would have people who really resented that because they were like, we just hired you to be an actor. Yet when I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled.
I just love how Blake Lively openly admits to hijacking movies like it's no big deal. If you need authorship in order to feel fulfilled, maybe you need to be making your own movies, Blake, instead of stealing other people's movies. And now we're seeing how this whole manipulation tactic played out, and it ends with us. According to Justin Baldoni's lawsuit in December 2022, Lively agreed to take the lead role of Lily Bloom. By April 2023, Lively began asserting creative control, requesting to review and modify the script, particularly the pivotal rooftop scene. She also invited Baldoni to her apartment, where her husband Ryan Reynolds and a celebrity friend praised her rewrites, appearing to pressure Baldoni to accept her changes. And by now, we all know who that celebrity friend is. On April 25th, 2023, Lively and Reynolds confronted Baldoni about asking her trainer about her weight, which was related to the planned lifting scene, despite Baldoni previously reassuring her about body concerns. Lively also threatened Baldoni, stating he still had 2 weeks to recast her if he couldn't accept her work style, and the wardrobe budget reportedly ballooned as Lively took control of costume decisions. But what I found to be crazy is that all of Lily Bloom's outfits are ugly as hell. Like, she looks so unpolished, it looks ridiculous, she looks like a clown, and the fact that it costs so much money for her to look like trash, like, oh my god, Blake, you clearly should stay away from costume design for the rest of your life. In February 2024, Lively demanded to be part of the editing process, infringing on Baldoni's DGA protected editing time. So let me guess, at first Blake was just pretending to be an actress, and then she was like, I need authorship, I need control, and you're gonna give it to me because my husband is Ryan Reynolds and my best friend is Taylor Swift. I think honestly, if she told him this beforehand, he would never hire her. Anyway, by April 2024, Lively escalated her demands, requesting solo time in the editing suite. I don't care how much hate I'm gonna get for this, but Blake Lively is a snake. Lively also threatened not to promote the film unless her demands were met, and despite the fact that Baldoni's cut scored higher in screenings, she still insisted that her version be shown. What a spoiled, talentless brat, but wait a minute, it gets worse, because Lively then demanded that Baldoni's film by credit be removed from marketing materials. She also excluded Baldoni from cast events and promotional activities. Reynolds and Lively also demanded that Baldoni doesn't attend the premiere, threatening a cast-wide boycott. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are seriously deranged. And what I find crazy is that both of them are terrible actors. They have zero range, and yet they're so successful, it's crazy. Like, Ryan Reynolds can only play Deadpool, and Blake Lively can only play Serena from Gossip Girl. Like, that's it. These two have no range. And it's so cringe how they want to act like they're some sort of creative powerhouses. Like, take it easy, okay? Calm down. Because now people see you for who you truly are, a bully with huge ego. Leighton Meester and Blake Lively were both stars of the TV show Gossip Girl, which ran from 2007 to 2012. And for years, there have been rumors about their relationship in real life, with many fans speculating that they didn't get along. A 2008 New York Magazine article claimed they would avoid each other like plague on set, with cast members allegedly having to choose sides. In 2017, executive producer Joshua Safran confirmed this dynamic in a Vanity Fair interview, saying Blake and Leighton were not friends. He described Blake as very in the moment and social, while Leighton was very removed and quiet. Some of Blake's comments toward Leighton have since been scrutinized, particularly one where she reportedly pointed at Leighton saying, "Some of us started in a cage," in an apparent reference to Leighton being born while her mom was in prison. This was such a horrible and insensitive thing to say. What a low blow, Blake. Blake and Leighton came from vastly different backgrounds. Leighton was born in 1986 while her mother was serving time for drug trafficking and was raised by her grandmother until her mom was released in 1995. She grew up in a relatively modest circumstances before breaking into acting. Blake, however, came from an entertainment family, with her father being an actor and their mother a talent manager, providing her with industry connections from an early age. With Blake's recent controversy surrounding It Ends With Us drama and lawsuit with Justin Baldoni, many people are reevaluating the Blake-Leighton dynamic. Social media has seen a significant shift in sentiment, with many now expressing support for Leighton and appreciating her more reserved, drama-free approach to fame. Comments like "We all owe Leighton Meester an apology" have become common, reflecting how public opinion has largely moved to Leighton's side in their long-rumored tensions.